Hello, my name is Maria Miller from mathmammoth.com. In this video, we're going to look at the concept of slope. If you look at all of these little lines I have drawn here, slope is the idea of steepness of a line. But how could we measure it? How could we measure it using numbers or getting a single number to be a slope? Think about it for a little while and try to come up with some kind of a numerical value for a slope of each one of these slanted lines. Okay, if you think which one of these is the steepest? If they were ladders, this one is the steepest, right? This one is the least steep. And what we do is we look at this vertical versus this horizontal distance here. And we take the ratio of the vertical over the horizontal. This vertical line here is 4 units. This is 1. So the slope is 4 over 1, or 4. And over here it is 1 over 3, 1/3 only. Here the vertical distance is 2. This is 4. So we get 2 over 4, or 1/2. How about this one? 4 over 2 equals just 2. And over here, 3 over 3. The slope of this line is 1. The slope of this one is 3. And the slope of this one is 2/3. Now let's read it together. The slope of a line is a number that describes the steepness and direction of the line, its slant or inclination. It's defined as the ratio of the change in y values over the change in x values between any 2 points on the line. You probably recognize this. This is the same as the rate of change. And we often call this ratio as rise over run, or as a fraction you can write it as rise over run. Now let's look at some examples. Let's find the slope of each of these lines. Remember, it is the rise over run. And we can take any 2 points on the line to calculate it. Maybe this and this. This here is the rise. It's the vertical difference. And this is the run, the horizontal difference. It's 1 unit, 3. So the slope of this line is 1/3. And this one was the slope of this line. Take any 2 points you like. And draw this triangle. There's the run and rise. But you take the rise over run, 2 over 1. The slope is 2. And here's a point I can use. And over here, the rise is 5, run is 2, 5 over 2, or 2.5. Now here, our line is descending, going downhill, so the slope will be negative. The idea is the same. I'll take 2 points, 1 and over here. So now, goes like that. The rise is not the rise at all, it's going down. And run is still a horizontal distance going forward. But this one is actually negative because it drops down. And here's 5 units. So we get negative 2/5, or negative 0.4. How about this one? Try it yourself first. Here's a point. Here's a point. So we draw our rise and run. But notice that the rise is actually a drop. It's negative. This is dropping 8 units. So negative 8 and 6. So negative 4 over 3. Here the concept is the same, but notice the scaling on the vertical axis. It's not by ones. Try it yourself first. I see here a point I can use. And here is my rise and run. But now I think about the scaling. Each unit here vertically is 5. So here's actually 10. 5 and 5. But this is just by ones. The horizontal axis is by ones. So this is 3. Now the slope is 10 over 3. One more. What is the slope here? take 2 points. The rise is this 1 unit, but look at the scaling. Here's 2, so this here is actually 2 units. And the run, okay, each unit here horizontally is 5, 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And now the slope, rise over run, 2 over 20. 1/10. Lastly, find the slope of the line through 2 given points. -7, -2, and 1, 4. 1, 4 I can draw here. The -7, -2 I cannot. It's here, it's -7, -2. Well, I kind of can, yes. So a line through these 2. Here's my rise. Here's my run. The line, it's hard to draw exactly here with just a pen. But my rise is 6 and run is 8. So we get 6/8 or 3/4. Now you can actually figure this out without a grid. You can just look at the numbers and then calculate the difference in the y coordinates versus the difference in the x coordinates. If I do it that way, I need to first look at the y coordinates and their difference, and then the difference in the x coordinates. Okay? So in the y coordinates, I look at 4 and -2. But how much do they differ from each other? 4 minus -2. That's going to be 6. And then that over 1 minus -7. And so we get the same, 6/8 and 3/4. So either with the grid helping you or with the numbers, you can find the slope. It is of course helpful if you have the grid, you can at least verify then your calculation kind of that is it, does it look reasonable based on the graph. All right, we're all done with this lesson. I hope it was helpful.